Hello everyone. Today I would like to tell you a short conversation between two people, the man and the woman. Conversation 1. The woman said to the man she was really tired that day. She suggested getting back from their trip until too late the night after. The man agreed with her and he commented her just spent the week skiing in the mountain. Now, how it had been. The woman replied to him, it had been fantastic, and she couldn't remember the last time she had had so much fun. She wanted to know if the man wasn't coming to took vacation soon. The man disagreed with her. He had to wait until he returned from his business trip to Hong Kong, and he planned rental a house at the beach before the first week of August. Conversation 2. The man suggested planning the day after meeting because it was rescheduled to start it at 8:30, and he thought they would have the financial report first. The woman replied to him that was fine with her. She commented Sherry should speak second, because she was going to introduce the New York project. The man was happy to hear that. He said it would be time for a coffee break and suggested putting Trump's presentation after the coffee. He thought that should take them to lunch. The woman agreed with him. She said after lunch they could go over the quarterly report and organize the planning committee. She thought they could manage to cover everything before the end of the day. Conversation 3. The woman was sorry about that. She didn't see the man's name anywhere on their reservation list. The man commented he had called them make the reservation for a week before and reserved single room for an entire week. After he gave to her the room reservation number, the woman commented they just didn't have a record of it there, and she said she could do that. She would give him a double room for 2 nights and just charge him for single. Then on Wednesday, him could move into the single room for the rest of the week. At last, she would give him voucher good for 3 dinners in a restaurant. The man agreed with her and said thanks for the meal tickets. Conversation 4. The man said to everybody the bus would be leaving in just 5 minutes for Natural History Museum. The woman was happy to hear that, and she said she hoped they could spend the morning there. The man commented they would have leave there by 11, and then if it didn't rain, they would have a walking tour of some nearby monument before arriving at their restaurant for lunch at 12. Then it was off to the art museum for the afternoon. The woman was surprised by walking tour, and she said she hoped they didn't have walking too far. She wondered she should have to wait until the day after to get to the shopping district. Conversation 5. The woman said to the man she tried calling him the night before, but he hadn't been home. She wanted to know where he had been. The man replied to her he had went to movies with some friends after work and had told her to call him that morning because he had known he should be out all day the day before. The woman was sorry about that, and she wanted to know if he was still interested in seeing the play because she wanted to buy a ticket that day. She could get them for Friday or Saturday night or Sunday afternoon. The man commented he had rather go in the afternoon than at night and suggested getting them for Sunday. Conversation 6. The woman said to the man they had been planned the meeting for that afternoon. However, when Mrs. Johnson had been arrived the night before, they had postponed it. The man wanted to know if Miss Johnson would be there the day after. The woman replied to him, probably not, because Mrs. Johnson had called that evening to say they rescheduled the meeting for the week after. Conversation 7. The man said to the woman his secretary had made a reservation for him for 6th of January. The woman wanted to know how many days. The man replied to her for six. However, if his wife came, he would stay until 26. Conversation 8. The man wanted to know what the delay was because he had been waiting there for an hour. The woman replied to him he would be there for another 30 minutes at least because the police weren't letting anyone through until 6. The man said he should stay at the office. Conversation 9. The woman said to the man she had been going to took Friday off and not came back until Tuesday. The man was surprised by that. He commented it was pretty good. The woman thought, except she had been told to be here first thing Monday evening. Conversation 10. The woman wanted to know if that was the last train to Osaka. The man disagreed with her. There were two more after that because they leave every 30 minutes. The woman replied to him she had thought 8:30 had been too early, the last train. Conversation 11. The man said to the woman the meeting Friday morning would be over by noon, so he could be home for the day after. The woman replied to him they were having company Sunday and she hoped he would be there. The man commented he would be home before then. Conversation 12. The woman said to the man her friend would be gone until the week after next. The man commented she would be back too late to help them. The woman replied to him it was okay. Her lawyers had come in that afternoon. Conversation 13. The man complained to the woman it was really hot that day. The woman replied to him, according to the record, the last time it had been that hot had been July 18, 1970. The man was surprised by that because that had been his 8th wedding anniversary. Conversation 14. The woman once said to the woman too, their Australian plane wouldn't be ready until June. The woman too commented that was too late because they had to be operational in January. The woman once said June was earlier. They needed 6 more months. Conversation 15. The man said to the woman, Practical had started buying them stock last July. The woman wanted to know how many shares they held then. The man replied to her in October they had bought 15,000. They must have over 6% then, and at the rate 8% in January. Thank you for listening.